Hey, Vision Chasers, Dr. Bird here. Excuses are easy to create. Our brains can easily come up with an excuse to explain why something didn't go as planned. Excuses, they can help us to shield ourselves from the criticism because of decisions that we made, things that we did incorrectly. Now, you being a vision chaser, you know that we don't do excuses here. But I get it. Even myself included, I struggle sometimes because excuses are just so easy to come up with. This let me just explain it. This is the reason why. But I want to share with you something from the book that we're reading, Overcome by Jason Redman. And the reason I believe that so many, yeah, of our men and women of the military, they can give us such good advice about life in general is because they have been trained, they've been disciplined to to take care of the very small details. That they take care of the very small details. They plan, and they're always ready to go. And so they in the military, no, they, excuses, uh it's a life and death matter. If they end up having to give excuses, that means lives have been lost. And so because of the job that they do, they can't have excuses. And you know what? Thankfully, we're not in life or death situations, but we shouldn't give excuses either. We shouldn't give excuses either. So in a portion of the book, it's titled "You Can Control the Weather. Own it." So let me read this short section. He says, "Too often someone defaults to, 'Hey boss, bad weather rolled in and we couldn't complete the mission. We failed because we can't control the weather.'" Do you hear that excuse? Goes on. "That may be a legitimate excuse, but don't use it." Ladies and gentlemen, this is, we need to learn from this. We need to do this exactly. Instead, ask, what could I have done to control the weather? Nothing. Can't do anything. But you could have come up with a contingency plan, a secondary method that could be utilized in case the weather was bad. You can't control the weather, but you can control how you plan for it and how to execute in the face of such disruption. Ladies and gentlemen, this is money right here. This is money right here, because definitely Jason Redman and the story that he's telling, that pertains to the battlefield, but it also pertains to life as well. Certainly there are factors out of your control, but you control you and your preparation and how you respond when things when things are not the best, when the circumstances are not desirable. You control the preparation beforehand. And that's why in this world, ladies and gentlemen, we need leaders. We need leaders because leaders are the ones who are able to find a way, and they're able to find a way because they prepared for such scenarios just in case the situation wasn't optimal. No, you can't control the weather, but you can control you beforehand and your preparation before you begin the mission. And that's what I want you to really focus on, ladies and gentlemen. This is why we, as vision chasers, we need to win our days. We need to be focused on our vision, chasing our vision of success each and every day. This is why we do things with excellence, because it's in the doing everything with excellence, with going through our daily routine, being disciplined to go through that. That's going to help us develop that overcomer's mindset so that when things are not optimal, when there are when variables change on us, we're able to adjust because we've already been there. We've already kind of thought through some contingency plans just in case things did not go our way. That is what a vision chaser does. And it doesn't happen on the day of the event, the day of the mission. No, it takes place beforehand. Remember, I talked to you about the mindset. The mindset said the setting of your mind before you need that growth mindset, before you really need that overcomer's mindset. When you're in a life ambush, you need to be ready to go. Your mind needs to be sharp before you find yourself in a life ambush. So I want you to think about that, ladies and gentlemen. You got to fight it. You've got to fight it because it happens with everyone. It's easy to come up with an excuse, but no, I want you to reject that. And I want you to reflect on things that you could have done differently, things that you could have done better, decisions that you could have made differently so that you can learn from that and grow and you won't make the same mistake again. If there's blame to go around, if there's criticism to go around, own that. That may be yours, but it's just temporary. I know it may hurt a little bit, but it's just temporary. It doesn't define you, especially if you're able to use it and get better. Remember, I told you, feedback gives us the opportunity to try again with better information. So be encouraged by that. Be encouraged by that. Don't lean on excuses. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching, and please reflect on that, reflect on yourself. And until we meet again, please keep chasing the vision.